All right, well, welcome everyone to our Monday night Zoom calls. Happy New Year. If I haven't talked to you since then, I'm Emily Roberts. I'm your Diamond Upline. I'm super excited that you have invested some time to jump on this training call and learn a little bit more about this opportunity and how to help others learn more about the opportunity. Tonight, we're going to talk about overcoming cost objections. I've been in this business almost 3 years, but I had done network marketing before, and more often than not, the number one thing I hear is, I can't afford that, or I would love to try Plexus, but it's so expensive. When really, I felt the same way. And I'm going to kind of break it down with you guys bit by bit to explain how I overcame that one objection, or instead of feeling really awkward and telling people, yeah, you can afford it, instead of saying that and getting defensive, I'm going to break it down a couple of different ways to help you. So let's start off. If you have a pen and paper, you're going to want to write these down. If you're driving, this call is being recorded and I will post it later. So no worries, no wrecking, but thanks for listening in. So the 4 things we're going to cover is number 1, savings, how you can help your friends save. 2, daily costs, breaking it down to cost per day. 3, offering them 3 different ways to purchase Plexus. And 4, how to help them earn their money back. When you can do these 4 things, you can overcome any cost objection. I absolutely believe in these 4 things and helping me do so. I've had people that worked multiple odd jobs, had more than 2 children, who I really personally felt, wow, they really can't afford this. They have a lot on their plate. But they were able to, after hearing one of these 4 overcoming of the objection. So let's start with savings. When I say savings, what I mean is, what are they going to not need anymore that Plexus could potentially help them with? For me personally, I like to share an example. I am no longer on 2 prescription medicines. I don't drink Diet Coke anymore. I'm not quick to run to the cookie shop at the mall when I'm there. You can ask Scotty. If you've ever heard of Great American Cookie Company, raise your hand. Delicious. Let me tell you, buy 5, get 1 free. I would eat the whole bag, and no shame. But now, because of my Plexus products, I can maybe nibble on 1. I'll break 1 cookie into 4 pieces, and my whole family will share it because we just don't have those sugary cravings anymore. That is the savings that I'm talking about. We spend money on little things here and there that we don't really notice anymore. We kind of take it for granted because we're used to it. It's the day-to-day, it's the norm. But what if they could save money and not have to spend $40 a week on soda? Yes, that is a real number. It is known that people spend anywhere from $40 to $100 a week on pop or soda, whatever you want to call it, Coke if you're from the South, because they go to Sonic or they go to that drive-thru. I'll be honest, back in the day, let's see, 2014 in the summer is when I joined. So earlier that year, in the months before, I would go somewhere to get a Diet Coke. Like, I just had to have one. I kind of felt like a crazy person if I didn't have one. Scotty and I would get in arguments about Diet Coke because he was like, you don't need it, drink water. And I'm like, I do, I need it. And it was just because I had a sugar addiction, right? Sugar isn't everything, and I just needed a pink drink, okay? So let's help our potentials, these people that have messaged us or we've reached out to them about Plexus and they really want it. Let's help them see where their savings could go, because that's the goal. That's what we want them to have, is saving money on things they don't need anymore because Plexus has replaced it or diminished those cravings. Number 2, daily costs. This goes hand in hand with savings. Let's break down the cost. For instance, my favorite, the triplex combo. Can you grab the Slim Probio 5 and BioCleanse so I can give a visual real quick? The triplex combo. This is the number 1 ordered product combination. You guys probably use it yourself. Is Plexus Slim, Plexus BioCleanse, and Plexus Probio 5. A month's supply as a preferred customer. That's what it looks like. So if you want all 3 of these for 1 month, it's $124.95 as a preferred customer. Now, the thing about this is, if you break the cost down per day, it doesn't seem so scary. When you tell someone $125, As a mom, that's diapers, that's formula, that's laundry detergent, right? Those are things that I feel are more important than gut health that I know nothing about, okay? Remember, these are potential customers. They don't know anything about gut health or Plexus. Most of the time, they know nothing. So you're telling me, you want me to spend $125 of my hard-earned money or my husband's hard-earned money that could go towards diapers because it'll make me feel better? So let's break it down per day. If you have $124.95 and you divide it by 30 days in 1 month, you're looking at $4.17 a day. Stay-at-home moms are kind of the exception here because they're not spending as much per day unless they are Chick-fil-A moms like myself. We go there occasionally. What are you spending your money on per day? Gas to drive to Chick-fil-A? How much it is per meal for you, your husband, your kiddos? Or maybe the people that work 9 to 5 jobs. You know, a soda, a candy bar, or a bag of chips. That's about $3 to $4 a day because they don't have proper gut health and nutrition. They're still craving those sugary sweets. They need those carbohydrates because their blood sugar levels can't stay regulated. They're all over the place. So breaking it down to cost per day, what is that money going to? Like I said, I needed a Diet Coke like 3 times a day. I would go in the morning and get one with breakfast. I know, with breakfast, it was a problem. I'd go for lunch. And again, I would go and have one with dinner. I would carry a 12-pack in my trunk if I really needed it. And then my boss had a mini fridge in our kitchen, and he would stock it up for me because he knew I had to have that diet soda. I haven't had diet soda since July 2014, you guys, because I got my gut health in check. And this triplex combo is actually what started it for me. But let me be honest, I didn't see the daily savings. So I think this is something that we can do for our potentials is break it down to cost per day and maybe even take it a step further. This is a friend of yours or a family member. Have them print out their bank statement. Oh, we're really going there because they're serious. They need this lifestyle change. So you're going to be serious too and say, you know what? Let's print out your bank statement. You don't have to show me anything you don't want to, but I would like for you to take a highlighter and highlight anything that purchased food or a beverage, anything. That includes candy and snacks. And then have them report back to you with a screenshot maybe of everything they highlighted. You will be surprised how much money they might be wasting that they could be applying towards their Plexus products. Number 3, that was offering them 3 ways to buy. So maybe you have seen the graphic before in our team pages, and basically what it is shows you retail, preferred, and wholesale cost. These are 3 different ways that you can purchase Plexus products. I like to break it down really simply, but there is a graphic. It looks like this. Hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna let it. So it looks like this, and I will post it under this Zoom meeting later. But I'll let you know what it says. I'll read it to you. For retail, they're gonna pay full price. I don't ever tell anyone about retail because I want them to save their money and get the best deal. Retail also means it's a one-time order. They do have their 60-day money-back guarantee. There's no minimum order, and there's no contract. However, I'm going to gear them towards preferred if they're not ready to commit for 1 year to being a wholesale ambassador. Preferred option gets them a discounted price. They have an auto shipment, and there's no penalty to cancel. They still have that money-back guarantee. There's no minimum order, no contract. But here's the thing. After ordering for 4 consecutive months, in their 5th month, they're going to get an additional 10% discount. That's almost the ambassador discount, and they can cancel at any time. This is what I personally say to someone when they're like, well, how can I order? I'm like, okay, well, I have 3 options for you. Let's break it down. I'll usually send this graphic and then explain to them with a voice message my personal recommendation. The only time I really go towards that wholesale ambassador option is if I know they're serious and they can commit to at least 6 months to 1 year. But that is what I like to do when I'm talking about 3 different ways to purchase. The best way possible is to become a wholesale ambassador. That's about a year commitment. You're paying $34.95 for a year of wholesale pricing. Think of it as a Costco membership. That's the example that I like to give to people, or maybe Sam's Club, whatever you have near you. You pay for a Sam's Club membership. It's about $40 a month, $40 a year, and you can go in and purchase things, big quantities for a wholesale, smaller cost. That's exactly what we do at Plexus. We have a 30-day supply that costs them less, but the best part for me is my personal order counts towards my sales. So that goes into point number 4. Helping your potential understand that there's a way for them to earn their money back after they have purchased from you. What I like to ask people is, do you see an opportunity here for you to share these products with other people? We've been talking about gut health for a couple of weeks now. You really understand what these 3 products are going to do for you, and I can tell you really want to purchase them. So what if you purchase them and we found you 3 to 5 people that wanted to purchase too? Maybe 3 to 5 accountability partners. So what I like to do, I'm going to break this down for you, is you're basically helping them get their products paid for. If you break down the first rank advancement in Plexus, which is achieving silver, that's getting them 3 friends on board that want to join for wholesale pricing also with their welcome pack, and they place a $100 welcome pack order. If all 3 of them do that, and that ambassador is already commission qualified, they're going to achieve the rank of silver, and that's a $100 bonus. On top of, because each person ordered a welcome pack, that ambassador or that person is also going to get $25 per the 3 people joining. That's about $175. If they're placing about $150 worth of products to join, that's money back in their pocket, just because they know 3 people that also want to be healthy, that want to feel better, that want to save money. They're sick and tired of driving through Chick-fil-A or eating a Snickers at midnight because their gut health and their blood sugars are out of whack. So break it down for them. Show them their options and show them that you're ready. You're going to be invested in them to help them earn money back so that they can enjoy guilt-free. I don't know about you guys, but as a mom, spending that kind of money was terrifying. 1, I had to tell my husband. And 2, it was monthly. And 3, that was a lot of diapers and formula. How was I going to justify that? So I got busy. I told as many people as I could right when I joined, even if they weren't excited or interested, but I knew what it was doing for me. I knew what it was doing for others, and that's what I went with. Not to mention the pink drink tastes amazing, and that was a really easy selling point, quote unquote, for me. Here are some questions. Those are the top 4 ways to overcome objections, but here are some questions that you may get or that you would want to ask someone once you have received, it costs too much, I can't afford it. Or maybe you've been talking back and forth and they're like, okay, I'm in, how much does it cost? And you're like, oh crap, I have to tell them now. I don't want to tell them. I know they can't afford it. And you're already in your mind, you go to that negative mindset and you're assuming the sale. When you assume the sale as a no, you're already going to be in a negative mindset. But if you assume the sale as, yes, they need this, yes, they're going to order it, doesn't matter the cost, I'm going to break it down with those 4 things that Emily just taught me, you're good to go. So here are some questions that you can ask them before giving them the value and the price of the products. For instance, I'm talking to my friend John, and John's like, all right, it sounds pretty good, so how much is this going to cost me? So I'm going to say, well, how long have you been struggling with your weight again? His ideal goal with Plexus products for him is weight loss. Obviously, this is going to be case by case. It's going to be depending on if they want to lose weight, they want to feel better, they need gut health, they have digestive issues, whatever it is. So for this example, he really wants to lose weight. So I'm going to ask him, well, how long have you been struggling with weight loss? He's going to tell me, and I'm going to go, oh, wow. So have you spent money on weight loss supplements before? More often than not, they're going to say yes. And that's where I'm going to come into play and talk about consistency. And then I'm going to end that conversation before I give him the price. I'm going to say, you know, John, what if this was the last thing you ever had to purchase? What if this was the last thing you ever had to try? What if this replaced your medication? What if this got rid of those headaches or helped you with your willpower over food or helped you get rid of those sugar cravings? What if this changed everything you know about losing weight? When you put the ball in their court and you ask those questions to keep the conversation rolling, those are some deep questions they're really going to have to think about. I know for me personally, I was sick and tired of working out 3 times a day. I was sick and tired of working my butt off and then driving to Whataburger, I'm from the South, Maybe you have In-N-Out or Sonic or something by you, or McDonald's. Whataburger is like heaven. I would drive to the drive-thru after working out 3 times a day. I just needed my large Diet Coke and a cheeseburger because I was over it. Screw it. I'm never going to lose weight. I'll just be fat and happy. I'll just eat my burger in my closet and cry about it later. Like, that was my mindset because I was so exhausted from trying everything and not getting anywhere. So I did have that thought process, you know, like, what if Plexus really was the last thing I ever had to try? What if it was the way for me to feel like me again after having that first baby? So these are some questions that you can ask them when the conversation has begun. Now, if it's more than weight loss, it's health related, blood pressure, cholesterol, maybe it's gone a little deeper. You know, you could say something like, well, what if this was the last thing that you had to try and it saved you money from going to the doctor? Doctor visits add up. Just like going to the vending machine from your 9-to-5 job, just like stopping at Sonic every day to get that vanilla Dr. Pepper. Those things add up. We don't think about it because we just do it, and $2 here and there doesn't seem like a lot. $2 times 7 is 14. 14 times 4. What is that?
6.
56. Not a math person. That's $56 a month that you're spending just on soda. You guys, that's crazy, and people struggle with this. They don't know how to overcome that soda addiction. So that's where these questions are so important to ask, and not just accept, nope, too expensive, can't afford it. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, no, 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 no. You've already asked them these good questions. You've already got the conversation rolling. Don't be afraid of hearing the word no, but also don't get defensive. Don't scare them away. Don't make them feel bad because they can't afford it. That leads me into this. Overcome their objection before they give it to you. You're thinking, what? How am I going to do that? I can't read minds. So let me tell you, if you know your audience struggles with the price of our products, it's important to overcome it before that part of the conversation happens. So maybe you're talking to a single mom of 3, okay? A single mom of 3 kids. She works 2 jobs. She's very busy. And she's like, I just can't afford this. So can you just tell me how much it is? You know that's coming, right? You know that conversation's coming. So what I would do is message her, say, hey, I saw your Facebook status. I saw that you said you bought 3 monsters this morning so you could make it through both jobs and then later at home with your kids for bath time. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine what you're going through. What if I could offer you a more affordable product that was healthier for you? Would you care to hear about it? Or what if I sent you a sample of pink drink? You send it to her, she loves it, and then she's like, well, how much is this going to cost me, right? That's the conversation. That's where it's going. So what I'm going to do is bring it up before she asks me. I'm going to say, I know what you're thinking. A weight loss product. It's probably really expensive. I saw all the amazing things it can do. So what I'm going to do is say, you know, before I heard of Plexus, I rolled my eyes. I didn't want anything like that. But then I knew that I needed to be there for my kids and crawl around on the floor with my kids and just be awake, have that energy. So what I personally found was I was saving money because I wasn't craving Diet Coke or needing energy drinks anymore. And by the end of the month, when I looked at all my costs and totals that I wasn't spending money on anymore, I found the money to order my products. It's called the Feel, Felt, Found method. So you're going to tell them how you feel. You're going to identify with them. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. But here's what I found out. When you identify with them, not only are you keeping it genuine and you're relating to that message and you're showing that you value this relationship, you're not just telling them, well, you need it because you're fat, or you need this because I need a new sale, or you're going to order it because I'm sick of reading your Facebook posts. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to identify with them, right? The struggle is real. Us moms and dads got to stick together. Our kids run us over, right? So it's so important to understand the Feel, Felt, Found method and using it to overcome that cost objection. For me personally, when people tell me I can't afford this, or they comment on my videos and they're like, this girl's crazy, she must not know how much kids cost. I'm like, look, I house sat, babysat, and dog sat do you have enough money to pay for my Plexus membership and to join? I was asking people, hey, I'll watch your dog. You're going on vacation 2 weeks, I'll watch your dog. You know, I sold things out of my closet, clothes that I was losing weight and I didn't need anymore. I had my own little garage sale so I could continue to afford my stuff on top of working this Plexus business. Y'all, this business is simple, but it's hard. You have to work for it. This is not a lotto ticket. These objections you're gonna get along the way, especially the cost objection, it can stop you in your tracks. And you're like, well, crap, I didn't see that coming. I thought they were just gonna buy it. It's so important to learn these different methods to overcome it so you don't get discouraged. So you can identify with people. Maybe money isn't an issue in your life, but it is in someone else's life. Let it be eye-opening. Let it teach you something. When you share a personal example about what held you back or what helped you overcome it, people identify with that. People want to see, well, what did you struggle with? Oh, and this is what you have now? Oh, that's awesome. So these are some things that you can work on in your business. You can rewatch this video and watch it with your team and discuss new ideas and ways to overcome cost objections later. But I think the most important thing is cost per day, breaking it down, identifying with them and using that feel, felt, found method. And lastly, asking the hard questions. Well, how long have you been struggling with this? Wow, 24 years? What if you didn't have to struggle anymore? This is the last thing you had to try. You guys, this is relationship marketing, and the only way to overcome any cost objection is by being a listening ear and a true friend. I know you guys are going to use these tips and examples, and you're going to work really hard the rest of this week to apply them to your businesses. I can't wait to hear about it.